Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm from Jenny Card Designs. My YouTube channel contains content that is intended to share paper crafting, tutorials, and inspiration with all of you. I hope that you enjoy. Welcome to Creative Inspiration. Today we're going to be doing page 6 of our Creative Inspiration book. And we'll just have a quick flip through of the pages that we've got so far. So let's jump in with today's project. Be a rainbow. So today I have a quote that was written by Maya Angelou. I'm going to use some scraps that I have in my stash. I had an idea for a rainbow background, and I had these strips left over from creating a bunch of slimline envelopes, and I'll link to a video to show you how to make those slimline envelopes. And these are the scraps that were left over from that. So I'm just going to lay them all out in a rainbow. I'm going to trim out a panel of 8.5 by 11 sheet of Neenah cardstock, and the panel measures 5.5 by 8 inches. So I'm going to put the stripes diagonally, starting in the top corner, and I've got some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and I'm just going to cover the background with that, and then lay my strips diagonally across, going from top to bottom. And in the bottom I needed just a little bit extra, so I went back to the top first two colors and cut off a few small pieces and glued those to the bottom. So here we have a fun looking rainbow stripe background. I'm going to take my bone folder and just press against the back to push out the glue to make sure that everything is adhered nicely. And then I'm going to take this to my paper trimmer and trim off all of the excess that's hanging off the edge. And this is quite satisfying to take a look at the finished project. It's very nice to see all of those strips in a perfect little line. I'm going to grab some peel off stickers, and these are a glitter peel off sticker with a gold foil on the edge. I think it's really nice, and it helps pick up some of the color underneath. And I'm going to put some thin ones and thick ones and just kind of switch them up to create a little bit of interest in that background. And then I'll trim off the excess and use my bone folder to press everything into place. So I'm happy with the way this is coming along so far. I decided that I want to put this on a black piece of cardstock. I think it will help make the colors pop up nicely. I immediately loved it, so I adhered it together. I cut my black cardstock to be a 1/2 inch bigger than my rainbow panel. So the black cardstock is 6 inches by 8.5 inches. And then I adhered those two panels together. I decided that that background needed some interest, so I have this stamp set, and this is one of my all-time favorite stamp sets. It's from Altenew, and it's called Baroque Motifs. It's so elegant and swirly and fancy, and this is the stamp set here, and it comes with this little idea booklet, and it shows you some inspiration how to use those Baroque motifs, and it also gives you a little cutout. So these are full-size card panels there. And then they also have a coordinating die set with this, and one of them is just huge. And I feel like they can be used for any project as a background, some extra fancy wedding invitations or something like that, but they're very, very nice. So I'm going to use those today, and I'm using my Memory Misty, and I'm going to line those stamps up around the border of this piece of cardstock, and I will get them all picked up with the door of my Misty. And I'm going to stamp them with Gina K Designs Black Onyx ink. So I find this ink stamps very nicely, and it has a smoothing agent inside of it, so it smooths out to a beautiful finish. So I stamp that a couple of times, and then I rotate my cardstock around and reposition the stamps and get them lined up to frame my cardstock again, and do the same thing. I stamp that twice, and then I have to do it one more time just to fill in that last area. And here we go. We've got this beautiful, elegant, swirly, I don't even know what you call those, but they're so pretty. I got a little bit of an ink smudge there, and I used my sand eraser to take it off. And then I grabbed my rainbow panel and put that in the center of this beautiful background. I felt like it needed a little something extra. So I grabbed the peel off stickers and I framed that rainbow stripe. And then I decided that I want to trim off a little bit off of this panel and layer it up with some black cardstock. And I really felt like that made the elegant swirls look so much nicer. And then I adhered my rainbow stripe panel to the center of my Baroque motifs. And I so totally love this. I was so happy with the way it turned out. And then I'm going to grab my inspirational quote and I'll adhere that to a black layer to continue along with a theme that we have already with the black layers. And then I'm going to put that right in the center. And that's it for this layout. And I'm going to grab my book and I'll put my layout inside of my book because I feel like it's not complete until I put it in my book. So our quote for today says, "Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud," by Maya Angelou. Going through tough times that we have now, I think it's more important than ever to help support our loved ones and be there for the people that need it. So sometimes if you're feeling sorry for yourself and feel like you're having a bad day, somebody else's day is worse. So I feel like a good way to lift yourself up is by lifting others up too. So I think it's really important to try to think about the other people around us and try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. It's a good feeling. So thank you so much for stopping by and spending a little bit of your time with me here today. I appreciate the support as always. And coming up on screen are a few videos that I think you may enjoy. So have yourself a lovely day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!